Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Switch the outlaw. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run with Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Taylor. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
49, guys. Mike. 89.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Brissett. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Got it. 58, 58, Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the shoot.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Herbert forced out to his left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
On the ball. Ready?
On second down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He sets to fire deep, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari Cooper, 34 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And it's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing communication to each defender. Ended up making.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Colts.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 42 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the line.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. I got you. Come on. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Hines, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, 79! 79! 49, guys. Mike.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Play action now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They started on the ground with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's caught. Cooper. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here is Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
And it'll be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Intended that time for Cooper. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun, Rivers. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On 1st down, it's Keller. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
70, Indy.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Check out. Check 15. Check 15. Watch the eye.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Coming to you. Check 31, check 31.
Play fake, Brissett. Going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On the ground, it's Eckler. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Off play action. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Caught by Allen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Go! Watch the twist. Check the backer. Behind!
From the 27, Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to... run under it, but it's 2nd down. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
56 to Mike. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, go orange.
Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Colts, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all